With all of the polls that have been released since Donald Trump's conviction showing that his campaign is basically dead on arrival now, it would make sense for the RNC to come out and say, hey, listen, we're going to go with somebody else. You know, we appreciate all the time you've put in, but we kind of want to win this election and you're not the guy. But the RNC is not, and technically at this point cannot do anything about it. In fact, we have a viewer question here from Raezehel, who asks, and I'm sorry, I don't know if that is, your name. I cannot pronounce it, unfortunately. But anyway, the question is, do you think the RNC will actually replace him as their nominee, or is there even time to do so? The answer is yes, there's plenty of time to do so. The other answer is, will they? No. Because technically right now, the way the rules are, they can't. But here's the funny part. The RNC, the Republican Party, they make up their own rules for their primaries, for their caucuses, for their convention, and for who can be their nominee. And a couple years ago, I believe it was, maybe it was sooner than that, but anyway, a time ago, they put a rule in place following the 2016 nominating convention. You remember that? Ted Cruz walks out on stage, gives his speech, and then tells all the delegates, vote your conscience. Not vote for the person who won your state, vote your conscience. It was after that that the RNC said, okay, that's a problem because we need to make sure that the person who won our primaries and caucuses actually gets the nomination. So they implemented a new rule at the RNC again a couple years ago. And that new rule says that if you are a delegate for a state, like I'm a delegate from Florida and Trump won my state, but I go and instead of voting for Donald Trump, I vote for Nikki Haley. My vote for the person who did not win my state, it's not even counted, it's just thrown out. So I don't get a vote anymore. It's gone. So no, under the current rules of the RNC, they can't replace him. But you say, and I'll say this too, the RNC could simply change the rules. They could change it right now. They could change it tomorrow morning. They could spend 5 minutes on this issue, change the rules, come up with another nominee, right? Well, they could, except, a couple months ago, Donald Trump did a thing where he replaced the leadership of the RNC with his handpicked cronies, Michael Whatley and his daughter-in-law, Laura Trump. Do you think either of those two idiots is going to change the rule to allow the delegates to vote for anybody else at that convention? Hell no. And I'll tell you what, we already know this because a week ago, Michael Whatley actually went to Milwaukee, where the Republican convention will be held, to work out the logistics on how to handle the convention if Trump is in prison. So they're already like, listen, even if the guy's in jail, he's our nominee. Even if we have to Skype him from New York State Penitentiary, we're going to go with him. All the while, Nikki Haley's probably sitting there like, are you serious? Really? Like, polls already show Nikki Haley can beat Biden. She definitely is the runner-up. You could pick her. You could possibly win 2024 if you pick her. But nope, you're going to stick with the loser who may have to Skype into the convention from jail. All because you refuse to change your own idiotic rule.